This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Kimire with the news. The headlines first. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says everyone should be sensitive towards impacts of climate change. Bus accident in Udaipur kills 3 people, leaving dozens injured. And at least 10 people killed in a fire at shopping centre in Pakistani city of Karachi. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda has said Nepal is prioritizing compensation to the communities which are most vulnerable to climate change in Nepal. During a meeting held with the delegation of Sat Sathe Foundation yesterday, the Prime Minister said indigenous communities, women and children were hit hardest by the climate change impacts in Nepal. He added that the assistance and grants received from the international agencies would be channelized for these vulnerable groups. As the Prime Minister shared, the government would raise the issue of compensation in the UN climate event COP28. On the occasion, Foundation's chairperson Prajita Karki handed over a memorandum to the Prime Minister, reminding him of ensuring compensation to the most affected communities from the climate change impact. Karki informed that the Foundation would have 2 events in the Nepali Pavilion to be organized in the COP28 sideline, and the Princess of Qatar would visit it. Likewise, Foreign Minister N.P. South said Nepali embassies in Doha of Qatar and Abu Dhabi of the United Arab Emirates would coordinate for the success of the event. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda has said everyone should be sensitive towards impacts of climate change. Releasing a book entitled Ecological Crisis, Common Challenge of 8 Billion People, penned by youth leader Bisal Kharka at Balwatar yesterday, Prime Minister Dahal said the government was serious and sensitive towards the matters of climate change. The Prime Minister stated that the impacts of climate change were not limited to a party, community or country, but had become a common threat to entire human society. He added that they were equally worried over future generations. 3 people died and 39 others were injured after a bus plunged at Aderi village of Udaipur Gadi Rural Municipality, Ward No. 7 in Udaipur yesterday. According to the District Police Office, the bus was carrying the students of Annapurna School of Triyoga Municipality, Ward No. 5 in Udaipur District. The accident happened in the afternoon while they were returning from a picnic. Police have identified the deceased as bus driver Bikhan Chaudhary, Sandhya Chaudhary and Bikas Chaudhary. Critically injured students are receiving treatment in Biratnagar. Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Rekha Sharma, has said Ayurveda, meditation and yoga should be made a lifestyle of Nepali people. Inaugurating the International Ayurveda Conference organized by Ayurveda Medical Development and Research Foundation yesterday, Minister Sharma also stressed the need for expanding the use of natural herbs of Nepal. She also viewed that the Nepali herbs should be exported to the international market at a reasonable price. The 16-day activism against gender-based violence began across the globe, including Nepal, yesterday. The launch of the activism yesterday coincided with the International Day to End Violence Against Women. Nepal is observing the 16 days activism by organizing various programs at the local, provincial and federal levels. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, yesterday celebrated its 52nd National Day with a reception in Kathmandu. Vice President Ram Sahaya Prasad Yadav graced the reception as the chief guest. Though UAE's National Day is on December 2nd, it was celebrated here yesterday as the COP28 is being held in Dubai from November 29 to December 13th. In his address, UAE's ambassador to Nepal, Abdullah Al-Shamsi, highlighted the upcoming COP28 event in Dubai and emphasized the need for collective efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change. He also informed that the UAE's President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan had declared 2023 as the year of sustainability. This initiative included several activities and events that drew upon the UAE's deep-rooted values of sustainability and the legacy of its founder, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, according to the ambassador. Ambassador Al-Shamsi further expressed the UAE's readiness to collaborate with the least developed countries and other developing nations towards sustainable and green development and climate actions. The reception was attended by people from different walks of life. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. Now on to some international updates. At least 10 people were killed in a fire at a shopping center in the southern Pakistani city of Karachi yesterday. According to the officials and local media, the blaze tore through the multi-story RJ Mall. Mayor of Karachi, Murtaza Wahab Siddiqui, wrote on the social platform X that at least 10 people died and 22 people were injured as a result of the fire. He added that the fire had been extinguished and first responders were working to cool the area. Israeli authorities say 14 hostages held by Hamas were released yesterday as part of the Qatar-brokered deal. Likewise, Israel released 42 Palestinian prisoners. It was the second day of a 4-day pause in fighting between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. On Friday, 24 hostages, including 13 Israelis, 10 Thai, and 1 Filipino national, were released. Similarly, 39 Palestinian prisoners were also released as part of the deal. Meanwhile, according to the BBC, lorries lined up from early morning yesterday, once again to take aid into Gaza through Egypt's Rafah crossing. For the second consecutive day, Israel has allowed 4 tankers of diesel to enter and 4 truckloads of cooking gas. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Forecasting Division. The weather will be partly cloudy in hilly areas and Karnali province and Sudur Pashchim province and mainly fair in the rest of the country. There are also possibility of light snowfall at 1 or 2 places of the high hilly and mountainous region of Gandaki province, Karnali province and Sudur Pashchim province. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin, but before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal Prachanda says everyone should be sensitive towards impacts of climate change. Bus accident in Udaipur kills 3 people, leaving dozens injured. At least 10 people killed in a fire at shopping center in Pakistani city of Karachi. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Also do check our English news portal at www.onlineradionepal.gov.np/English. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.